Let's go thank them with your father later.
Okay. Our family was poor until I entered elementary school. But occasionally, the bakery next door would give us bread that they were planning to discard, and thanks to that, I never went hungry. Around the time I entered first grade, my father's company grew rapidly, allowing us to live a normal life. Later, I went on to university and joined the nationwide chain Lovekoi Cafe. Now, at 35, I work as a section manager in the product development department at the Tokyo headquarters. Alright, today I'm gonna step into Boulangerie Noto. My current hobby is visiting bakeries. On my days off, I go around different bakeries, carrying the warm memories of my childhood in my heart.
Welcome!
Huh? As soon as I entered the store, I was at a loss for words. Meeting her was just too shocking.
Is something wrong?
Oh, well... Sawa, can you come to the kitchen for a moment?
Rin and I will handle the customers. What kind of bread do you like? Understood. I'll be right there. Please enjoy your time here.
After being called over by another staff member, the employee named Sawa bowed once and disappeared into the kitchen. Feeling disappointed, I bought a few pieces of bread and headed home for the day. Since then, I've been coming to the store regularly, and now I'm a frequent customer of Boulangerie Noto. Boulangerie Noto is a family-run bakery with 4 staff members. The owner, Ruki Noto, his wife Rin, their daughter Runo, and Sawa Akise. The bakers are Ruki and Sawa. Although Sawa has a different last name, she isn't unrelated. She's the stepdaughter of Ruki's late first wife. Ruki said that when he and Rin got married, Sawa asked to dissolve the adoption. He respected her wishes, but still thinks of her as family. Mr. Yamashito, what kind of bread would you like today? Or are you here for business? Once, while on a work call outside the store, Ruki overheard and found out I worked for Lovekoi Cafe. Lovekoi Cafe has its own products, but often sources items from local bakeries. His ulterior motive is obvious. Sorry, I'm just here as a customer today. Haha, just joking. It's before work hours, so there wouldn't be any business talk, right? I'm delighted that you've taken a liking to her bread. Almost all the bread sold here was created by Runo. Wow, that's impressive. Oh, that's right. You mentioned you don't have a girlfriend, right? How about our daughter? That's too much for me.
Oh, come on. I'd be thrilled. Exactly. I think you two would make a perfect match.
The 3 members of the Noto family laughed merrily. But despite being part of the family, Sawa stayed in the kitchen. Since I became a regular here, I've only seen Sawa a handful of times. There was something unsettling about the atmosphere of the shop, where Sawa seemed to be the only one excluded from the happy environment. A few weeks later, I visited Boulangerie Noto just before closing time, and Sawa was the only one there. Huh? Where is everyone else? Are they in the kitchen?
Oh no. At times like this, before opening or closing, there aren't many customers. So I usually manage everything by myself.
In other words, the Noto family members often left the work to Sawa, coming in late and leaving early. There must still be tasks like preparation or cleaning. They're really just offloading all the work onto her. Don't you ever think about working somewhere else, Sawa? Honestly, I feel like this place is not a healthy environment for you. After a brief silence, Sawa began to speak.
Ruki says I'm the one who wanted to dissolve the adoption, but the truth is it was his idea.
Sawa's mother, Haruna, married Ruki 12 years ago. According to Sawa, it was a truly warm family while Haruna was still alive.
This bakery was originally run jointly by my mother and stepfather. Back then, there were many of my mother's original recipes on the shelves. But after my mother passed away, Ruki became distant with me. Not long after that, he married Rin and moved in here with Runo. However, they pushed all the tedious work onto me, and my stepfather turned a blind eye to it. Runo is also a stepchild like me, but Ruki adores her. Maybe he dissolved the adoption with me because he didn't want anyone besides Rin and Runo to inherit anything. It's possible Runo is his biological daughter.
Sawa had never heard about Runo during Haruna's lifetime. Runo is currently 20 years old, meaning she was born before Ruki married Haruna. Even if Runo is his biological daughter, there's no grounds to blame him for getting married if he didn't know about her beforehand.
This bakery was also my mother's, so I wanted to protect it if possible. But after marrying Rin, Ruki changed the interior, discarded all my mother's recipes, and ignored me when I protested. I don't feel any attachment to this place anymore. The problem is, I've only ever made bread, so I don't feel like I could make a living elsewhere.
In that case, would you like to come work at my company?
Huh?
I'll support you to the best of my ability so that you don't have to worry. And from what I've heard, I'm sure your past experiences will be a great asset in product development at our company. Would you consider it, please?
Why are you willing to go so far for me?
That's because... Upon hearing my serious words, Sawa's eyes widened. Then, when I proposed joining Love Koi Cafe again, she gave a small nod.
So you're saying he's been coming here just for Sawa?
A few days later, Runo, or rather Runo Noto, voiced her displeasure at Boulangerie Noto.
To choose someone like Sawa, who has no redeeming qualities, is ridiculous.
Indeed. What could he possibly see in Sawa? She looks just like that Haruna woman. Being in the same room with her makes my skin crawl.
You never know people's preferences. Well, Sawa only did menial tasks, so I don't care if she leaves. She's not like Runo.
Yes! Leave it to me, Daddy. I'll support this bakery with my ideas.
It's great having a real daughter. She's nothing like Sawa. Even though I found out about you after Haruna's death, I'm so glad you grew up so well. I didn't know Rin had a child after we broke up, but I'm sorry for all the hardships you went through.
Well, it's still unclear whether Runo's father is really him. But fooling a man with an inferiority complex about his wife was just too easy.
Apparently, Ruki was jealous of Haruna's talent as a baker. Rin took advantage of that, using various tactics to win over Ruki and eventually marrying him.
Sawa resembling Haruna was just a stroke of luck. It made Ruki dislike her even more.
Their selfish smiles filled the bakery. A year later, at the product development department of Love Koi Cafe's headquarters, the employees were expressing surprise as they sampled the prototypes.
Oh, wow! This bread is delicious, even when it's cold. And these pastries just melt in your mouth. Miss Akase, you're a genius! When it comes to baking bread or pastries, the quality and ratio of the ingredients have a big impact. It's challenging to get it right, but when something tastes great, it's really rewarding.
Just as I had hoped, Sawa became an instant asset here. Now she even shows a bright smile.
Manager Yamashita, I'm enjoying working here. I know it's a bit late, but thank you. I'm also grateful that my mother's recipes could be turned into products. It was thanks to you talking to the higher-ups that it was made possible, right?
I just took a gamble because I thought they would sell. Only a few of the recipes have been commercialized, though.
Still, I'm really thankful. If I'd stayed at Boulangerie Noto, I wouldn't have been able to make any of those breads.
Shortly after recruiting Sawa, I proposed to Boulangerie Noto that we sell Haruna's original bread recipes. Ruki and the others didn't seem attached to her recipes, so we signed a contract to commercialize some of the breads at Love Koi Cafe. And everything you've created has become a core part of our lineup at Love Koi Cafe. I'm the one who should be thanking you for working here. I truly appreciate it.
After all, you were the one who saved me, Manager Yamashita. My grandparents passed away 15 years ago, so I had no one to rely on. Then you showed up, Manager Yamashita. Of course I'd want to stay by your side and support you.
What? Her flushed cheeks and teary gaze made my heart flutter. For the first time, I felt something new toward her, and my heartbeat wouldn't calm down. That night, after Sawa and I left work, we walked outside the building together. Since joining Love Koi Cafe, Sawa has been living in the company's dorm for single employees. As we were walking side by side, 3 figures suddenly appeared, blocking our way.
Found you! Looking all carefree, you lousy chore girl.
The 3 Noto family members stood in the dimly lit streets. It seemed they weren't even trying to pretend anymore, since I had stopped visiting the bakery. Stop being selfish and come back to our store now!
That's right. Because you left, there's so much work piled up. Now I have to work from morning to night, and I'm sleep deprived.
It's ruining my beauty. You should be doing all the chores for us. And don't forget to pay for my spa treatments, too.
Oh, that's an odd thing to say. Didn't you say when Sawa joined us, all we need is Runo? Was that a lie?
That's...
You know full well that Sawa's work was not just chores, isn't that right?
Ugh.
Runo's ideas were vague, like, this ingredient is trendy, or this shape is cute. It was Sawa who turned those ideas into recipes and made them into successful products. You probably thought, if Sawa can do it, I can too. As a result, Boulangerie Noto's reputation has fallen apart in the past year. Quality has declined. The unusual breads look unappetizing. The shop doesn't open on time. Those are just some of the negative reviews found online. You try to follow Sawa's recipes, but it was harder than you expected, wasn't it? And relying on Sawa to do all the work in the mornings and evenings backfired on you. You've grown so accustomed to starting late and leaving early that you can't even manage to open the shop on time.
No way. So the drop in our sales was because
Sawa left?
You really didn't notice, did you? I guess that explains the things you've said.
Sawa, I'm sorry about earlier. The store isn't doing well, and I lost my temper.
Boulangerie Noto is still your mother's bakery too. You don't want it to close, do you?
That's right. Why don't you rejoin the Noto family and live with us again?
Sawa, please teach me how to bake. No, thank you. Boulangerie Noto no longer looks like my mother's store. You changed the interior that she worked so hard on, and you stopped selling her original recipes. Do you really think I'd feel any attachment to such a place? And stop pretending to be family. It's disgusting. I haven't forgotten how you treated me over the past 3 years.
They must have realized Sawa wouldn't negotiate with them. Now they were trying to appeal to me instead. You recruited the talented Sawa to your company. Love Koi Cafe's sales must have improved because of it, right? Then, as a gesture of thanks, your company should start buying bread from us.
Yeah, that's right. Our sales dropped because of Sawa leaving, so Love Koi Cafe should compensate us.
You're the manager, aren't you? You can use your position to get us in as a supplier, can't you?
Ridiculous. If you valued Sawa, she wouldn't have needed to leave in the first place. Don't blame your own incompetence on my company. No business would willingly buy low-quality products. Instead of making such naive demands, why don't you work on improving your bakery's reputation? Well, if that's all you have to say, we'll be going now. As we turned to leave, a quiet voice cut through the night.
Don't you dare walk away from me.
Rin Noto's voice echoed in the empty street as she glared at Satoru Yamashita and Sawa Akise.
How dare you act all high and mighty when we're struggling here? You're just going to abandon us. That's so cold-hearted. Your mother, Haruna, must have been the same, wasn't she? That's why her daughter and anyone close to her are so heartless.
Yeah, that's right. Haruna was a completely selfish woman. Before we got married, I thought she was kind and charming, but in reality, she only flaunted her baking skills to make me feel worthless.
Oh my. Doesn't that sound exactly like these two? Like mother, like daughter, huh?
What the hell did you just say?
Eek!
My anger surged, making my whole body tremble because... Say whatever you want about me, but if you insult Haruna or Sawa one more time, you'll regret it. Haruna was my benefactor. As I said before, until I started elementary school, my family was poor. It was Haruna and her husband at Akise Bakery who would give us bread that was supposed to be discarded.
Thank you, Haruna. The bread you gave us was so delicious.
Oh, you're such a polite boy, Satoru.
Now that I think about it, the amount they gave us seemed more than what would normally be thrown away, and some of the bread was quite fancy. It's possible that they baked extra just for us sometimes. As our living conditions gradually improved, we started buying lots of bread from Akise Bakery as a way of showing our gratitude. But just then, Haruna's husband suddenly fell ill and passed away.
I'm pregnant with his child, and once the baby is born, I'll be moving to Tokyo. My parents will help me raise the child.
Shortly after the funeral, Haruna moved to Tokyo. After that, Haruna and my mother continued exchanging letters, but the correspondence suddenly stopped one day. I later found out it was around the time when Haruna's parents had passed away, so she was probably going through a lot. But even so, I never forgot my desire to find Haruna someday and repay her kindness. Haruna must be working at a bakery somewhere in Tokyo. I just knew it. When I was transferred to the Tokyo headquarters 4 years ago, I took the opportunity to visit every bakery I could find. Yes, my hobby of bakery hopping was actually my quest to find Haruna. And 1 year ago, I finally met Sawa. Even before I heard her name, I could tell she was Haruna's daughter. Not only did she look like Haruna, but her kind demeanor and the way she showed concern for me were just like her. I am who I am today because I met Haruna and her family. When I recruited Sawa to our company, I told her the story. She seemed to have heard the same from Haruna and accepted my words without hesitation. You dare call Haruna heartless? Have some respect! You're being abandoned because you've done nothing to deserve otherwise. After trampling all over Haruna and Sawa's feelings, did you think they'd help you? It's too late to try and make amends now. The pain you caused Sawa won't just disappear. And as for me, I have no intentions of ever seeing your faces again.
Since I resumed using the Akase name, I have no attachment to any of you. And Boulangerie Noto is no longer my mother's bakery. If the tasks I handled were just chores, then the three of you should be able to manage them by dividing the work. Either way, family matters should be settled within the family. I'm not a member of the Noto family anymore.
With nothing left to say, the Noto family slinked away. Shortly after, there was a food poisoning incident in Boulangerie Noto. Because they overslept, the preparation was rushed, and they sold undercooked bread.
It wasn't her bakery's fault.
The Noto family tried to deny responsibility to the health inspector and customers, but it was proven otherwise. Due to their lack of remorse, they were slapped with a long-term business suspension. As a result, with its reputation destroyed, Boulangerie Noto eventually closed down.
I should never have married you just because you ran the bakery.
What? You deceived me, so how dare you act like a victim? Runo isn't even my daughter. The DNA test proved it.
After a bitter divorce, the Noto family fell apart. Ruki Noto struggled to find work due to the food poisoning scandal, and paying compensation to the victims and debts was a constant burden.
How am I supposed to survive now?
Rin Noto, now known as Oda Rin, was sued for fraud by Ruki in order to pay alimony. Her attempts to use men for money backfired, and she ended up being taken advantage of herself.
Even Mom and Dad abandoned me.
Oda Runo took on a string of part-time jobs, but couldn't change her habit of pushing tasks onto others with her charms. As a result, she struggled to keep a job, living a hand-to-mouth existence. Meanwhile, at Love Koi Cafe, a sister bakery cafe was set to open as a community-based store. Since it will be located in my hometown, Sawa and I were put in charge of its management. We could choose the products freely, so many of the breads Haruna's family had created were featured in the store.
Even though it's my first time here, it feels strangely nostalgic. Do you think it's possible that I remember being here while I was in my mother's womb?
That makes me happy. It's like we share the same memories. But from now on, we'll create many more memories together, right, Sawa?
Yes, Satoru!
Not long after the Noto family's outburst, Sawa and I began dating. Now, we're in a serious relationship with marriage in mind, and I've already introduced her to my parents. When they saw her, they cried with joy, saying she looked just like Haruna. Helping others is easier said than done, but it's important to be grateful when someone does help. Haruna, I'm sorry it took so long. If you're watching from heaven, please look after us. I, Satoru Yamashita, promise to dedicate my life to making Sawa happy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my stream, whether you're new here or a regular. My name is Yaguma Sugiyama, a fresh entrepreneur who just started his own business last year. I'm 26 years old. Today, we have a special company collaboration. I'll be introducing some amazing accessories. After the introduction, these accessories will be available for purchase on our online store, so if you're interested, please check the link. After my usual intro, I start introducing the products. That's right, I run an online shop mainly selling small miscellaneous goods, and this live stream is part of my sales strategy.
So, what did you think of the samples I sent you the other day?
Her name is Kobari Obiori. She owns an accessory shop called Y&S Accessory Shop. She reached out to me this time, and I'm introducing the samples she sent via this live stream. Right, it seems to be quite popular among women. However, my viewers consist of a good number of men, so...
I see. Geared towards men, then. Thank you for the valuable feedback. Boss, great work as always.
The one who greeted me as I finished the call was Atsumi Mukogaoka. Due to various circumstances, she dropped out of high school and is now 18 years old. And the annoyingly handsome 23-year-old next to her is Koyo Ashihara. Shush, that good-looking jerk. Hold on, isn't my introduction narration a bit harsh? You even added a tongue click. Ha 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 ha! At least deny it! And so, that's how our company is running right now. It's just me and 2 part-timers. It's been a year since I started this business. While I've managed to gain a decent number of viewers and regular customers, running a business is still tough. Even with seemingly good sales figures, figuring out labor costs is a real pain. However, with the current workload, including all this packaging, I can't afford to let go of either of them. Well, not that I'm planning to. Becoming an entrepreneur made me realize just how bad employees who slack off or fool around are. I kept telling myself that I just had to endure this difficult time, but...
You know, you gave up your elite career path to start your own business, but you're not even remotely rich. I can't wait any longer. Let's break up.
One night, I was summoned to the park by my girlfriend, Kanon Koike, only to be told that... What? Wait a minute. You can't expect me to be successful just after a year of starting my own business, can you?
Well then, if you become successful, will you call me? I don't know how many years it'll take. Goodbye. Hey, boss! He's not waking up. Come on, wake up!
Huh? What?
Oh, he's finally awake. You were having a nightmare because you were sleeping in the office. Are you okay? Can you tell me your name?
I am Yaguma Sugiyama, a super handsome, popular prince, an adult in appearance but a child at heart. I'm a young entrepreneur. Don't laugh, I yelled, my head finally clearing. That's right, she's the current Atsumi Mukogaoka. Ah, good morning, boss. As I got up, Koyo Ashihara, who had just arrived at the office, greeted me. Tch, that good-looking jerk. Going full-on handsome mode from the morning, huh? Damn you. Good morning. Ahaha, I'm deeply honored by your praise. 4 years have passed since then. He's gotten quite used to dealing with me.
I bought the Love Koi Naruto surprise set today.
Haha, you mean today too, right? Haven't we collected all the poison men yet?
Shut up! Just eat your breakfast quietly so I can get my bonus toy.
Yes, 4 years have passed. The company had grown enough to hire those 2 as full-time employees. Despite all the changes, these 2 have remained the same since then, treating me casually without any regard for position or age. What we do hasn't changed from the old days. We sell small miscellaneous goods made by individual creators and through company collaborations. Today, we received some adorable room lights, so I'd like to introduce them to you. However, we've started having Koyo do PR through live streams too.
Koyo-san is as popular as ever. Look, the sales are also... Whoa!
She let out a small shriek the moment she turned to me. Grrr, that good-looking jerk.
Your face! Your face! It's like you've turned into a monster!
Apparently, the difference in the quality of comments between my streams and his was so drastic that it showed on my face.
Honestly, I feel like I've asked you this before, but do you hate Koyo-san?
Atsumi shrugs and asks me with a sigh. It's not like I hate Koyo. He's a good guy. I just hate handsome people, that's all.
What kind of logic is that?
Those guys, they have it easy in life just because they're handsome. While we unattractive guys struggle to find girlfriends, they get them just by existing.
Hey, that's being way too negative.
Atsumi just gives a wry smile at my passionate, fist-clenching speech. Phew, that's a wrap. My apologies. It seems like there was a slight issue with the remote camera. As if... Whoa, what was that for?
Boss, your face!
I was, after all, just a comedic relief. Ahahaha! What are you saying after someone else's stream? Personally, I envy you more, boss, than being fawned over by strangers. Huh? What are you talking about?
All right. That's enough of that topic. We have a ton of orders to get through.
And with that, the topic was dropped. That man showed up the next day while we were busy packing orders.
Hey there, Sugiyama.
We didn't order any handsome men. Please leave. As I said that and was about to close the door,
Hold on. Don't close it. I came here with a good proposition.
a collaborative stream? I reluctantly let him in and led him to the reception room where the man in front of me made that suggestion.
That's right. We might be rival streamers and business competitors, but I thought this could be interesting, you know.
His name is Takashi Oitsu. He's a streamer registered on Love Pocket Stream, just like us. He streams and sells products under the name Tremble in Fear, which is a rival to our Love Strongest Goods. To top it off, he often streams during the same time slot as us, which is why he is recognized as our rival. And as fate would have it, our office buildings are right next to each other. Well, thanks to that, we see a lot of each other. Bring it on! A showdown through a collaborative stream? Is that it?
You catch on quick. That's right. Since I'm the one who suggested it, I get to decide the rules of the showdown.
Then let's have a like battle. Product introduction, talks. We'll use up the entire stream time, and in the end, we'll use the poll function to decide who did better. How about it?
Sounds good to me. I'll show you an overwhelming difference.
Atsumi and Koyo were watching our exchange with wry smiles.
Good grief. They're at it again.
Are they on good terms or bad terms?
Boss says they're like cats and dogs.
Come to think of it, you said that Oitsu-san confessed to you. What happened after that?
Huh? Nothing happened.
I see. Koyo seemed to have come to some sort of understanding. And so, a few days later, the collaborative stream between us rival streamers took place. Good evening, everyone. This is Kuma from Love Strongest Goods. We're doing a collaboration stream today.
This is Shisho from Tremble in Fear. Wow, we have an unprecedented number of viewers and comments.
We introduced each other's stream names and streamer names, and started the streaming collaboration mode right from the get-go. In no time, viewers from both our channels flocked in. They flocked in, but... Hey, viewers! What's with the "it's not a handsome collab LOL" comments? Shut up! Too bad it's not the handsome one from our channel. I couldn't help but lose my cool from the start due to all the comments teasing me.
They're loving it! Loving it!
They're just making fun of me. Despite all this, for some reason, I won the pool battle against Oitsu. Meanwhile, as for Kanon Koike, who broke up with me 4 years ago,
All you do is put up a front. I can't see a future with you anymore. Let's break up.
she was breaking up with her boyfriend of 2 years.
I'm turning 32. I need to find a husband soon. But honestly, there are no decent men out there.
She'd apparently dated and broken up with several men in search of her ideal partner.
Boss! You were sleeping here again? You won't be able to get any rest like this, and you'll catch a cold. Honestly.
Perhaps because I slept on the office sofa again last night, Atsumi, who had just arrived at work, woke me up and scolded me. Do you think I'm a child? For some reason, I've gotten into the habit of sleeping here.
A habit, huh? Is it my fault?
Well, it's my fault for not going home. We have a visitor coming today, so I'll go wash my face or something.
Huh?
An agency contract with us? That visitor arrived in the afternoon.
Yes, your streams have a very personal touch with the viewers, and your viewer count is steadily increasing, Sugiyama-san. To be honest, I want to establish a strong connection with you before we receive offers from other places.
Those were the words of Obiori, or rather, Kobari Kasugayama, now that she's married. Y&S Accessory Shop had become quite famous, with their original accessories even winning some kind of award. Thanks to that, the sales channels for her shop have increased, but it seems that she wants to introduce an agency system because there's been an increase in untrustworthy businesses as well. I see. We're happy to hear your proposal, but can I add one condition?
I'm listening.
Would it be alright if we could also handle the sales of your company's featured original accessories?
To be honest, it's difficult to mass produce them because there's only one creator. If you're okay with limiting the quantity...
That's not a problem. What matters is that we're able to handle them. Ding! The packaging never ends. It's great that we're making a profit, but we've reached our limit with just the 3 of us. What's this, guys? Look how busy we become before we knew it. I couldn't help but burst into laughter to think that the 3 of us have come this far.
You're telling me. I never would have imagined this in the past.
I know, right? I even thought you were a strange person at first. Hey, don't call me strange, says the former good-looking NEET. We talked about the old days while laughing. The first one I met was Koyo Ashihara. It was when I had just quit my corporate job and started live commerce. What? Who are you? Hey, are you trespassing? Shut up! Get out of bed, you damn NEET! This is for my business. Right, Koyo's mother made small items that sold well, and she asked me to do this when I visited their house, which was nearby, to greet them. Apparently, he had a hard time in high school and had become a shut-in NEET. His father was absent, and his mother worried about what would become of her son if anything happened to her. What? Why have I been brought to a place like this? A place like this? How rude to my office. Now that I get a good look at you, you're pretty handsome, aren't you? Eek! What's that supposed to mean? To be honest, I'm not making any money, so I can't pay you. You'll be working part-time. Earn your keep with that face. And that was how I met Koyo Ashihara. Thinking back on it now, it was pretty awful of me. Yeah, I seriously wondered what you were going to do to me back then. Incidentally, Atsumi's case was even worse.
Please! Let me stay at your place for just a few days. Just a few days. I'll do anything. Just give me something to eat.
When I met her, she was wearing tattered clothes and was desperately trying to survive. Huh? You're a student, right? If you're running away from home, just go back. Don't be stubborn.
I dropped out of high school. I'm 18 years old. If I go back home...
And then she burst into tears. And so, after a lot of back and forth, I ended up letting her stay at my place while I slept at the office. A young swallow my ass, another good-looking jerk here.
Huh?
I got fed up and went to Atsumi's parents' house to set things straight.
You really declared that you'd take care of me. And you know, for someone who was acting all tough, you ended up whispering to her all discreetly. What a goofball.
Hey! Exactly! You were the one who dragged us into this, and now you're jealous of us being handsome? Just how much of a comedian are you? Grr, are you two picking a fight with me? The two of them just laughed again. It seems like they've gotten used to this kind of banter. And as I watched them, I found myself laughing as well. Now then, about that guy. Takashi Oitsu's visits are always sudden.
Hey, let's go on a date.
Are you infested with maggots or something? Get lost.
Hey, wait. Don't try to slam the door shut every time.
Listen, we're not even that close, are we? In fact, you could say we're like cats and dogs. In the end, he was so persistent that I let him in. I'm too nice for my own good.
Well, yeah. We're rival streamers, and I'm handsome while you're not. We have nothing in common.
I see, so you've come here to pick a fight.
Hold on. That's why, just like last time, a collaborative showdown would be a hit, right? Oh, thanks for the tea. Yaguma Sugiyama. Ouch, I mean, Kuma. The stage is set. It's time for another collaborative showdown. Hot, hot.
Why are you saying that while drinking tea?
Because of course, it's freshly brewed by Atsumi-chan.
Oh, right. This guy likes Atsumi, doesn't he? But really, why am I surrounded by such strange people? 1 week later, we were standing in front of a large building.
Whoa, we're streaming from a rented conference room here?
That's right, it's a collaborative stream, but we're broadcasting simultaneously on our usual channels. So, this time, it's a showdown to see who can rake in the most concurrent viewers. That Oitsu, he always comes up with the most random stuff. Just then, Takashi Oitsu appeared from up ahead, and so did this woman.
Oh my, if it isn't Yaguma.
It was a familiar face, Kanon Koike.
What are you doing here at this hour? Oh, is it the poor entrepreneur still chasing his dreams? Just give it up. There's no way someone like you could afford an office in a fancy office district like this.
Her words immediately put me in a bad mood. It seems like everyone else around me felt it too.
Hey, I don't know who this old hag is, but this guy is a promising young entrepreneur, you know. Someone I acknowledged as a rival.
What? Who are you calling an old hag?
Ha! Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're hopeless, aren't you, Granny?
Who the hell are you anyway? If you're not involved, why don't you just back off?
That's my line. I am involved. You see, looking down on him is the same as looking down on me, the guy who's going head to head with him. You're annoying. Get lost.
Whether it was Takashi's voice that scared her off, or simply because she couldn't be bothered, Kanon clicked her tongue and left. And as soon as Kanon was out of sight, he said this as if nothing had happened.
All right, let's go. I'm not losing today, so be prepared.
I had no choice but to respond like that. Yeah, if I lose, I'll stick chopsticks up my nose and do the loach scooping dance. I'll destroy that handsome image of yours. Several hours later, I was dancing the loach scooping dance with chopsticks stuck up my nose. This is ridiculous! Why am I doing this? I was stuck doing this penalty game because of a mere difference of a few concurrent viewers.
I can't breathe.
Atsumi's cracking up over there.
What is he doing?
Kanon Koike was watching my embarrassing display in her room via the live stream.
I haven't seen him in a while, but he's still as awkward as ever. But it looks like he's making good money. All right then, I'll take him back.
And so she smiled. The next day, I was fired up to get to the office and tackle the orders from yesterday, but when I left my apartment, she was there.
Hello, Yaguma. You're still living here?
Huh?
Hey, why didn't you call me after you became successful? But it's fine. I'll forgive you. I think I'm the one who deserves to be by your side.
I ignored her and walked briskly, as if running away.
I said I'll take you back. Hey! Wait a minute.
She called out and tried to grab my hand to stop me, but...
Okay, stop!
The one who interfered was Atsumi Mukogaoka. Atsumi?
What are you doing here, little girl? You're in my way. I don't know if you're his ex or whatever, but could you please stop hitting on someone else's boyfriend?
What the? Atsumi's words caused me and Kanon to let out surprised gasps at the same time.
Why are you surprised too? Oh, I see. I understand. I understand. Boss! You're supposed to play along with me there! As expected, you just can't read the mood.
Shut up!
Fine.
Before I knew it, Atsumi had cupped my face in her hands, and her face was right in front of mine.
Ow! Her teeth hit! Oh, clumsy. Such a klutz.
You're one to talk.
Well, it was my first time, so it's understandable, isn't it?
And then, as Atsumi pulled away, she confessed her feelings to me.
No matter how awkward you are normally, you're still the reliable boss that I can count on when it matters. I like you, Yaguma-san. I've always liked you, ever since you saved me from my toxic parents. So, will you go out with me? Hey! Don't interrupt. It's me, right? You're choosing me, right, Yaguma? Which one?
Huh? Well then, Atsumi it is. I chose Atsumi without hesitation. Well, it's only natural, right?
All right! I won! And to top it off, we're officially a couple!
Ugh, you'll regret this.
Kanon, having lost the two-way battle, ended up shouting a stereotypical parting shot and running off somewhere. Now then, let's talk about what happened after that. First, about Kanon Koike.
Why am I like this?
In the end, after going through countless relationships and breakups, constantly switching from one man to another, she realized that she had gotten older. Ultimately, she ended up nearing 50, still single and unwanted.
Well, it's not over yet. If I give up, it's game over. I can do this. I can do this.
What a tough woman she is. As for us, we're doing well. Our business is booming. Or is it?
Gah ha ha ha! Tremble in fear. You can't even utilize your own abilities. So just keep doing penalty games.
If I defend, I lose. Attack! The next product I'm introducing is amazing. Get ready, you handsome bastard. Hey, you promised not to say anything antagonistic. Shut up. Handsome guys have it easy. Handsome guys who approach you with a sweet smile are just well-trained handsome guys. For some reason, whenever I collaborate with this rival of mine, our popularity and sales skyrocket. I wonder why. Lastly, Atsumi and I started dating after that, but things didn't change much. Hey, why me? There are plenty of guys around with good looks and personalities.
I told you, didn't I? You were the one who saved me. And, well, maybe I've been influenced by your dislike of handsome guys.
She said it cheerfully, like a joke, but the real reason she hesitated to say, maybe she wanted to say that a person's true nature is revealed not by their outward appearance, but by their actions in times of need.